Every F1 enthusiast out here is scratching their heads, all because of the word hitting the starting line. We've seen teams flirt with the idea about pulling out after all the hiring, engine building, and team buying shenanigans. What's actually happening? You see, F1 has been courting the Volkswagen Group forever. F1's already missed out on the Porsche party, and now Audi's contemplating a no-show. It's like losing out on the coolest guests for your epic bash. Come on, F1, you've been waving the checkered flag, prepping the party playlist, and now the star guests might not even make it to the red carpet. If I were F1, I'd be tempted to pull a good riddance card. Like, hey, if you're not committed to this relationship, maybe we should see other car brands. It's not us, it's you, Audi. And let's talk about the embarrassment factor here. F1's 2026 engine rules? Oh, they were practically custom made with Audi in mind. It's like planning a surprise birthday party and then finding out the guest of honor might bail. Awkward, right? So, should F1 be like, we framed our rules just for you and you're ditching us at the altar? It's a plot twist even Shakespeare would find dramatic. Now, I know we're all itching for some F1 action. The roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the thrill of the race. But if Audi decides to hit the brakes now, it's not just a roadblock, it's a potential disaster for the F1 storyline. Imagine losing out on both Porsche and Audi. It's like losing a 1-2 punch. F1 needs those heavyweight contenders to keep the adrenaline pumping. But let's flip the script and peek into Audi's playbook. It's not just about saving face, it's about saving a boatload of cash. We're talking hundreds of millions already sunk into this F1 extravaganza. Audi's not just window shopping, they've practically bought the whole store. From becoming a minority owner of Sauber to eyeing the whole team like it's a Black Friday deal. I'm talking serious cash, my friends. Around 150 million already tossed into the Sauber pot. And they're gearing up to double that. Now, picture this. Audi's expanding like a teenage wardrobe with new buildings, test benches, and a recruitment spree that makes a Black Friday queue look tame. It's not just about the engine, it's a full-blown investment in F1 glory. They're playing big, and the stakes are higher than a mountain pass. But here's the twist. They've been throwing money like confetti in a parade without the cost cap kicking in until 2026. So last year, they dropped a load of cash on engine dreams, and this year, they're splurging again. A whopping $105 million on being the F1 engine rockstars. And that's not all. They've sprinkled some cash on the Sauber setup, making it shine like a star on Broadway. But, and it's a big but, the total tab for this extravaganza is already in the hundreds of millions. Now, call me crazy, but why would Audi pull the plug when they've basically set up camp in the F1 circus? Let's play devil's advocate. What if there's more to the story than what meets the eye? Cue the mysterious music. Maybe someone's misread a memo, or perhaps there's a backstage drama brewing that we're not privy to. Because, honestly, why would Audi go all in, splash the cash, and then say, you know what, F1, it's been fun, but we're out. It's like getting all dressed up for a party, then realizing you're at the wrong address. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the cost of F1. Look, it's no secret that F1 is not your budget-friendly Sunday drive, but there's a plot twist. Once you're in as a manufacturer team, the big teams are showing that you can actually swim in profits, or at the very least break even. So, if Audi's getting cold feet over the price tag, well, that's like signing up for a gourmet cooking class and then complaining about the cost of ingredients. You knew what you were getting into, right? And here's where it gets juicy. F1, as the savvy business it is now, has set the stage for profitability once you've cleared the financial speed bumps. It's like hitting a rough patch on the track, but the smooth, straightaways are just around the corner. The secret sauce lies in controlling costs, and once that's mastered, the revenue starts to flow like champagne on a podium. But hold on, because the drama doesn't end there. We've got a new cast of characters in the Audi and VW boardroom. The CEOs have changed, and it seems the new faces might not be as enamored with the F1 dream as their predecessors. It's like changing directions in the middle of a blockbuster film. The vision might shift, the priorities could shuffle. Now, let's talk about due diligence. If you're about to drop hundreds of millions into an F1 project, you should probably have your financial magnifying glass out, right? It's not a surprise expense. It's a strategic move. But here's where it gets a bit murky. Are these new faces in charge looking at the numbers and realizing they've stepped into a financial whirlwind? Maybe they're questioning if this high-stakes F1 game is the best use of their resources. Here's the kicker. There's a hint of a hidden agenda behind the scenes. Someone might be playing puppet master, pulling the strings to light a fire under the board. It's like a backstage drama, and we're all waiting for the big reveal. Maybe, just maybe, they want to see more commitment, more investment, and a faster track to success. It's a classic power move, and F1, being the drama queen it is, loves to keep us guessing. Now, onto the Porsche speculation. Could the whole F1 project be handed over to Porsche on a silver platter? Well, pardon my skepticism, but that sounds like a plot twist straight out of a soap opera. Logistically, it's a nightmare. Imagine shifting an entire F1 project from Audi's base to wherever Porsche resides. It's like trying to move a rock concert from one city to another. It just doesn't make any sense. And internally, why would the Audi team, who've put in the blood, sweat, and gears, suddenly say, "Sure, Porsche, take the wheel"? It's like training for a marathon and then handing your running shoes to someone else at the starting line. Nonsensical, right? And let's not forget the legendary VW politics. Is Porsche claiming Audi's tech as its own? Audi, investing time, money, and effort, only let Porsche take the credit? Hell no. Now, was it the idea of Audi setting up the whole shebang, pouring millions into it, only for another manufacturer to swoop in and steal the spotlight? That's obviously like planning the party of the century and then watching your neighbor take credit for it. Logistically, it's a mess. It's not just moving a project, it's moving an entire F1 operation. That's a logistical nightmare, and frankly, a bit of a head-scratcher. But wait, there's more. The origin of this spicy tidbit is coming from credible sources in Germany. These aren't your neighborhood gossipers. These are folks with a track record of legit F1 intel. So, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Well, not always. Sometimes there's just a fog machine and someone's having a bit of fun. Now, let's talk Sauber. They're in the middle of this high-speed soap opera, and it seems like they might want more skin in the game. Imagine being handed the keys to an F1 team, but realizing you need a turbo boost to compete. That's where Audi, with all its know-how and cash, come in handy. So, is this rumor a subtle nudge for Audi to rev up their commitment? Then, we dive into the rabbit hole of a new board members. It's like having a new captain steering the ship in the middle of a storm. If you're going to ruffle feathers and light a fire under the board, make sure they're the right feathers, and the fire doesn't burn down the whole project. It's a risky game. The most absurd twist? Audi, after all this hype, could potentially slam on the brakes and say, "Nah, we're good." It's like planning a cross-country trip, buying the snacks, mapping out the route, and then deciding to stay home and watch Netflix. It's not just bad project management, it's a plot twist that defies logic. Anyways, here we are, caught in the crossfire of rumors, speculation, and a sprinkle of F1 drama. Will Audi be the hero F1 needs, or are we witnessing a plot twist that could make even Hollywood directors jealous? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'll meet again in the next episode. Until then.